Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, is proud to bring you the Arvest Bank Game of the Week football pregame show online at KOFO.com. At Arvest Bank, it's goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Our featured Game of the Week tonight finds the West Franklin Falcons hosting the Central Heights Vikings. Here to preview tonight's game is KOFO's Blake Griffin.
Hello and welcome to the KOFO Game of the Week. I'm Blake Griffin.
And your hometown
on KOFO Radio, we are live from Pomona, Kansas, on the campus of West Franklin for some Falcons football. It'll be the West Franklin High School Falcons taking on the Vikings of Central Heights. Should be a good one. Took 3 overtimes to dispose of the Vikings. Last season did the Falcons. It was on the home field of Central Heights. Whole new season all the way around.
Number 51.
As we look to get a couple of introductions here from both teams, and West Franklin looking poised to take the field. They got the big American flag. They're ready to rock. 3-6 overall last season were the Vikings of Central Heights, and the Falcons 5-4 overall. A winning record last season, record of 1-0 for West Franklin as they quite handily disposed of Northern Heights last week, 42-0. Central Heights, not quite the same luck. Lost to Council Grove in their first game of the season, as both teams looking like they're ready to go. The band is out on the field, got the cheerleaders about to run through this sign. Home opener for West Franklin. We return you listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 4.42% APY on a 7-month CD or 4.68% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
There's nothing like a day at the K. This is State Farm Agent Ryan Disbro in Garnett.
And Derek Chappell with KOFO.
And we're giving you the chance to see the boys in blue at Kauffman Stadium again this season. Stop by our office at 504 West Redbud in Garnett and register to win tickets to see the Royals host the Astros on September 16th.
We'll announce the winner on September 13th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
3-2 pitch swing and a high fly ball. Left fielder back, looking up, and that ball is gone. It's a home run. Bobby Witt Jr., number 26.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm Agent Ryan Disbro and KOFO.
Welcome you back to Pomona, Kansas, on the campus of West Franklin High School for some Friday Night Lights, week number 2 of the Game of the Week, as the Falcons play host to the Vikings. I'm Blake Griffin. 5 and some odd minutes as we be playing the national anthem here for just a couple of seconds. So right back to the station. We return. We'll give you a little bit of a summary of what we might see here in this game. You're listening to the Arvest Bank pregame show, KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 4.42% APY on a 7-month CD or 4.68% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hello and welcome to KOFO's Game of the Week here on the campus of West Franklin High School. national anthem underway. Just a couple of minutes away from kickoff coin flip, and the team's taking the field as the anthem wraps up. Put on by West Franklin Band. Good crowd on both sides for the home opener for West Franklin. Mentioned record of 1-0 on the year, having beat Northern Heights last week, and kind of gave it to them in a couple of different ways. Last game, more importantly, Gavin Gonzalez, 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air and 1 on the ground, with a couple of some new threats. Looking at the stats from last year, West Franklin losing a couple of those kind of higher stat providers, but did not hurt them at all. A couple of receiving touchdowns, couple of rushing touchdowns, one from Bryce Hatfield, who had a good season last year, 112 yards on the grounds. Gavin Gonzalez getting the starts last week against Northern Heights. We'll see if he is again out there for West Franklin here in game number 2 for Central Heights. A little bit more of a run attack against Council Grove as they lost last week. 119 yards to the ground, just the 1 touchdown coming on the ground. As both teams meet at midfield, we'll see who wins the coin flip. We were in Wellsville last week. We're treated to a great game as the Eagles of Wellsville protected home field and disposed of Anderson County. We'll see if the home team trend stays the same here in week number 2, as West Franklin looks to make it 2 in a row, not only on the season, but against Central Heights. As I mentioned, the last time these two matched up last year took 3 overtimes. Would like to get out of here a little bit earlier than 3 overtimes, but if that is what it takes, I will not complain. Looks like
Central Heights won the toss, will elect to receive.
Central Heights will receive first. It'll be West Franklin ball to start the second half. Take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for kickoff here from West Franklin. You're listening to the Arvest Bank pregame show here on the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.
You've been listening to the Arvest Bank Game of the Week football pregame show online at KOFO.com. Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Stay tuned. Our opening kickoff from West Franklin High School is coming up next. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to our Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Tonight, the West Franklin Falcons host the Central Heights Vikings. Our Game of the Week on KOFO.com is brought to you by TarStar, Quality Structures, Kansas State Bank, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Nuco Concrete, and by Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Impact Wealth Planners, Ottawa Veterinary Hospital, Sutton's Jewelry, also by Ottawa University, Arvest Bank, Admin Health Ottawa, Dingle & Son Mortuary, and by the Ottawa Herald, Midwest Auto Center, and Goppard State Service Bank. Now let's rejoin the voice of our Game of the Week football broadcast, Blake Griffin.
Hey, here from West Franklin, as we immediately get a slippage at about the 15, sitting back there for Central Heights. Looked like Bryson Velez, the senior wide receiver, 5'7" for Central Heights, or Velez rather, who had a rather good year returning the football last year. 150 kickoff return yards, 89 yards on the ground last game with just the 1 touchdown, the only touchdown for Central Heights. Be Central Heights with the football at the 14, first down, and the shot of their own goalpost to start. Okay, snap handoff up the middle, immediately gobbled up by a couple of Falcons.
The ball carrier short gain on the play.
Velez,
Number 50.
not sure if they're going to give him any positive yards on that. Looks like the chain spot moved back a little bit.
Second down at 11.
As West Franklin immediately imposing the defense, dropped the blitz, and Velez not able to bounce it out. Two backs for the Vikings, one receiver out to both sides. Here on second down and 11. Snap is tossed out to the right. A little more open space. But again,
Number 9, Jose Velez, the ball
some
carrier.
blue uniforms stop the gain before it really gets going. Maybe a gain of 2 becomes about third and 8, 3rd and 9. Rush for about a -1, and then a rush for about 2 on that one. They switched up the package as Central Heights goes out of the shotgun. Brody Roulette in the shotgun, went back to his left. 2 receivers to either side on 3rd down and 8. He rolls to his left, flings it over the middle. Receiver Baker Moore, but missed him to his right by about 1.5 yards. And West Franklin immediately causes some 3-and-out territory. Did not start well for Central Heights, as Bat Holman already slipping on the kickoff return, and a couple of miscues and good defense from the Falcons to cause that 3-and-out. The punt is up, and it goes about 10 yards. It takes a Vikings bounce and just shy of the 40. As the first drive of the game goes down as a punt.
37, Falcons in the football, 1st and 10.
10:21 remaining here in the first quarter. Falcons will take control at the 37. Already in enemy territory. We'll see what they have in store. Mentioned a well-dispersed rushing and passing game as they scored 42 points last week. Handoff is bounced down to the right-hand side, fighting, trying to get around a couple of white jerseys, but is brought down for a loss.
Stop for a loss in the play. Tackle away number 54, Colton Coswell.
Marcus Boley, the
Loss of 5 brings up second down.
senior,
15.
will get his first touch of the ball game. Ran for 430 yards last year. 6 touchdowns, about 6 yards a carry. His first rush goes backwards. Pass out to the left-hand side is caught. Trying to fight for the line to gain.
Number 100, Creaky.
Creaky,
No gain on the play.
just about no gain.
Justin Smith. 3rd down.
And we'll bring up 3rd down and about 15. Franklin looking to get something going here to start. As they come out, 3 receivers out to the right, 1 back. Long 3rd down. Gonzalez wants to go deep, airs it out. A tender receiver out there, Bryce Hatfield's unable to get around the defensive backing, goes incomplete.
4th down.
And we'll bring up a 4th down for West Franklin. Just under 9 minutes to play, 8:59 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score here in the game of the week. As we'll have Wade Nichols back to punt. And back for the Vikings, Jose Velez. Franklin out in the blues with the white numbers. The punt is up, spiraling towards About the 5, it bounces towards the end zone and will find its way into the end zone.
One goes in the end zone, touchback.
For a touchback. And will start Central Heights probably where they would have liked to have been on their first drive of the ball game. Mentioned got a slippage on the kickoff return for Central Heights. 8:51 here in the first. Central Heights takes control at the 20. 2 receivers out to the left in shotgun. 1 back and 1 out to the right. They put that receiver on the right in motion, goes on the line. It's a quarterback keeper right up the middle. It was gobbled up by some blue jerseys as they get a couple of extracurricular activities in the secondary.
Roulette the ball carrier. They have 2 on the play.
Roulette trying to tuck it himself.
Flag on the play.
We'll see if they call this offsetting or if they give it on just West Franklin. Did not have it offsetting.
On the Falcons, 15 yards from into the play.
So the rush for 2 will bring
Vikings football 1st and 10.
The Central Heights Vikings 15 yards towards the end zone. Up at about the 37, 1st and 10 with 8:43 remaining. Once again, Roulette in the shotgun, 1 back to his left. They put a receiver in motion. It's a handoff on the jet sweep. But bouncing for a couple extra yards is Reed Compton.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Gain of about 3.
5, Lane Olsick.
But it looks like West Franklin has been able to stop everything here to start. They tried to go over the middle. They haven't had any success. They tried to bounce one to the outside. Just a short yardage gain. 2nd down and 7. 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score as the sun sets behind us. Under center goes Roulette's I formation. They hand it off to the back who spins off a couple of tacklers still fighting through the pile, and that's 1st down yardage.
Ball carrier. 8-yard gain on the play is good for a Falcon. Good for a Vikings 1st down.
Will be a Vikings 1st down, their first of the ball game. They move to the 49.
Tackle made on the play, number 11, Chandler Scott. Central Heights 1st down. Ball just shy of the 50.
So 12-yard rush will bring up 1st down. Again, Roulette's under center. 2 backs in the backfield. They toss it to Velez. He tries to get to the edge. Is immediately met by 3 blue jerseys as the flag goes out in the backfields.
No gain on the play.
9 rush
flag
for nothing. We'll see what the flag is.
Holding,
and it's
Central Heights.
Holding on Central Heights. It'll back things up. Still
a 10-yard penalty for the foul. Still 1st down.
I'll move them all the way back to the 40. Maybe about 39 3/4. They'll set Roulettes in the shotgun. 1 back to his left, 2 receivers out to his left. And bunch. As Roulette will hand the ball up the middle. Immediately bouncing is Velez. Finds some green grass and has 1st down yardage once again. Bounces it
Velez, the ball carrier,
from the 40
3-yard gain on the play.
all the way up to the 35.
Tackle made, number 10, Brody Prouty.
So Velez
Football 1st and 10.
a huge factor to bounce that one all the way
Ball
to the 36-yard line. We have first down and 10. Roulette I formation as he's under center. Receivers out to his left and right, just the one. They hand the ball in the middle once again. Bouncing towards the outside. Get him about 5. He's kept inside.
Number 22, Armani Velez, the ball carrier.
Armani Velez on the first down.
Gain of 5 on the play. Tackle by number 10, Prouty. Second down and 5. Ball in the 30.
And we go to the 30-yard line. Second down and halfway. Mission Central Heights like to run the football last week. Really had their own success on it, ran for 119 yards and the 1 touchdown. I formation once again. Roulette under center. And gets West Franklin the jump. Well, that'll move things down the field. And
sides,
we'll give them the first down.
20 yards is good for Central Heights first down.
Central Heights moving the ball down the field here to start. At the 6:10 mark. At the 25-yard line, nothing our score. Neither team has been able to find the end zone just yet on their first 2 drives. Central Heights on their second drive of the ball game. Shotgun Roulette with a back to his left, 2 receivers out to either side. Roulette, quick screen pass out to the left. Velez, stiff arms. It's brought down. Looks like about a gain of
2 on the play. Tackle by number 3, 12, Rugged. Second down, Vikings.
They go 2 to 3.
3-yard line.
For about 3. And they send Roulette back under center. Missed a couple of pass plays. Maybe that's just the second so far for Central Heights. As they hand the ball in the middle of the lens, bouncing through the hole, is brought down around the first down marker. And they'll say just short.
3rd and short.
They'll ring up.
Ball to 16.
3rd down and very short. Huge 3rd down here for the Falcons. Out here at the 15, 4:35 remaining here in the first. So that's Racine Velez is the back, Jose Velez as the fullback. They hand it off to Jose Velez, trying to fight for a yard. Not convinced he got it. And not moving the chains.
Tackle made by number 84, Wade Nichols.
Tackle made by Wade Nichols. And looks like they might bring this out for official spotting. There they are. I'm going to bring the chains out for the measurements. Velez ran into his own offensive line and tried to fight for a couple of extra yards. He was brought down. It didn't look like he really was able to get it.
First down.
I'll mark it down, first down. Gain of 1 for
football, 1st and 10, the 15.
The short yardage rush in Jose Velez. And further into the red zone, 1st and 10 of the 15. Roulette out of the shotgun with Brycene Velez to his right. 2 receivers out to the left. Moore and Smith. They flip it out to Brycene Velez. Makes one defender miss. Ranging towards the end zone, and he's in. for a Central Heights touchdown, 15-yard run for a touchdown. Racine Velez riddled all over the drive. Finally makes his mark on the ball game at 6-0 at the 3:48 mark. I'll bring out the kickers. Well, looks like maybe not. Yeah, they will bring out, well, Velez, who is going to try to kick the extra point as well. Kick is up and is good.
Extra point
on
is
the PAT. So Velez puts Central Heights up 7-0. We're right back. You're listening to the Game of the Week here on KOFO.
In addition to auto repairs and maintenance, Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offers a wide variety of new tires in a full range of sizes and brands. And they offer computer balancing, tire rotation, and flat repairs. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Whether you're tackling an opponent on the field or tackling a weekend project at home, injuries happen. When they do, you'll be glad Advent Health Ottawa's emergency department and board-certified staff is there to help get you back in the game. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Visit AdventHealthOttawa.com.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
7-0 our score as Central Heights punches in the first touchdown of the ball game on the legs of Racine Velez, who also kicks home the PAT, will also kick the kickoff. Boots that one down towards Plunkett, who is looking for some space, sheds off two tacklers, heads towards the far sideline, still rumbling and stumbling, and is brought down
on the kick return. Brings the ball out
just shy of the 35, let's say about the 32, 33. Plunkett getting it done here to start. 214 yards receiving last year. Had the one receiving touchdown last week against Northern Heights, as West Franklin looks to get things starting on their second drive of the ball game. To hand off to the right-hand side for the first play, and Central Heights right all the way. 3 white jerseys take down Scott.
Scott Walker, loss of 2 on the play. Tackle man number 4, Brody Roulette.
Brody Roulette's getting it done on both ends. Actually brings down the running back on that play. It's a loss of about 2. There you go, shotgun, 2 backs, and split receivers out wide. Handoff goes up the guts. Again, trying to bounce off white jerseys, and nothing doing. Handed off to Bryce Hatfields, who gains.
Tackle made on the play. Number 51, Max Christian.
Looks like maybe about nothing. Bring up 3rd and 12 at the 31. Metro Heights looking for a big stop after they put one in the end zone. Receiver out to the near side. Jason Abarca as they go out of the shotgun again. Ranging back as Gonzalez rolls out to his left. He's going to tuck it himself. That man jukes one defender, reaches for the first down marker, is brought down the mark of just shy.
Number 6, Gavin Gonzalez, the ball carrier. Delivering again on play, just shy of the first down, brings up 4th. Fourth down, Falcons.
Oh, right now,
Ball on the
4th
42.
down and about a yard. 1:40 remaining here. 7-0 ball game. Central Heights on top. West Franklin with the ball. 4th down. Gonzalez in the shotgun. 2 backs, and they'll call it timeouts.
Timeout, West Franklin.
With the play clock rolling
They have 2
down.
remaining.
They take their first timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:27 remaining. 7-0 Central Heights over West Franklin. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week here on KOFO.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 4.42% APY on a 7-month CD or 4.68% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
1:27 remaining here in Pomona on the campus of West Franklin. Falcons looking to keep this drive alive. Started at their own 32. They've gained about 10 yards, leading just about 1, maybe a half a yard. Gonzalez will go empty backfields. We'll put everybody on the line with one receiver out to the right. Direct snap. Actually didn't see who was under there. It looked like it was Hatfield. Motion himself under center. Took the direct snap. Gain of about 3.
Tackle made on the play, number 4, Brody Roulette.
A big 4th down conversion for the Falcons. As they'll send 3 receivers out to the right again. Gonzalez, empty backfield in the shotgun, tucking it, still rolling. It's a big block. Hurdles over one defender, blasted as he goes out of bounds. Flag on the far side.
Flag on the play.
A gain of about 7-ish. We'll see what this flag is all about.
Yep.
And we'll go on West Franklin and move the ball back.
Foul, West Franklin.
Called the personal foul.
Crackback block. 15-yard penalty from the spot. Still first down.
The lead block was a bit much for the official to move him all the way back to about the 34. Gonzalez in the shotgun. Again, flushed out of the pocket, being chased by some Vikings. Throws the ball over the right side of the sideline. It's caught by Hatfield. Keeps the push and finds his way out of bounds on the reception.
16-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 2.
6 to 13 for
At the 47-yard
13
line.
yards. We'll make it 2nd and 2 at the 47. Gonzalez in the shotgun. 3 receivers out to his left, flushed out to his right. Gonna try to tuck it himself, try to get the first down yardage, and he'll have it. Moving it up, Gonzalez
5-yard gain on the play is good for a Falcon. First down.
after the 5 yards.
West Franklin football, 1st and 10 at the 42.
We'll bring it further into Central Heights territory. First down with 1.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gonzalez fakes the throw out to his left, is trying to find a way to go and ends up running into a Vikings defender deep
Stop for a loss.
in negative yardage territory as the clock ticks down. 28 seconds, now 25.
2nd down and long.
2nd down.
The Falcons, ball on the 50.
With the ball at the 50. And we'll see if they get a playoff for the end of the quarter. 5. Gonzalez up to the line, and they won't get one off.
That's into the first quarter.
So the end of the first quarter, 7-0 our score. Central Heights on top. West Franklin feeling a little bit of the heat with the penalties. We'll see if they can clean things up in the second quarter. You're listening to KOFO's Game of the Week here on KOFO.
Why pay dealer prices to get your car serviced? The ASE certified technicians at Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offer the same great service, and any applicable factory warranty remains in effect. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Michael McDaniels, 785-992-0001, extension 2189. Since 1899, Gobbert State Service Bank has worked side by side with friends and neighbors to help shape the future of our community. The Gobbert State Service Bank offers a full range of banking services for every need. The Gobbert State Service Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Second down, just about underway here from Pomona on the campus of West Franklin High School. Cross-county rivalry. Just about 20 miles separate these two schools. Central Heights on top, 7-0. West Franklin second down and long. They see the ball at the 50. Marks 2nd and 17. Gonzalez in the shotgun with the one back behind him. He puts him in motion. Looks out to his left and tries to tuck it up the middle. Looked like he almost lost the football. They're going to whistle him down.
Short gain on the play. Tackle made 51. Max Christian brings up third down.
So a long third down. 3rd and 17 is Gonzalez will bring his receivers into the huddle. So send 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left, and 1 back behind them in the shotgun. 11:25. Couple of steps on the drop. Wants to air it out. Has the receiver. Oh, drop there. It is. Hunter Creaky. Hunter Creaky.
3-yard gain on the play.
As Gonzalez drops it right in the bucket.
Falcons from the 11-yard line.
Gain of 39. They'll mark it down at the 11. They hand the ball up the middle. They quickly get to the line.
Number 15, Marcus Bully, the ball carrier, short gain.
Marcus Bully,
72,
I'll
lost
say,
second down.
About 2 yards on the rush. Gonzalez steps back, looks to the left, moves into the end zone, has the receiver, Creaky.
Pass ball is incomplete.
And bounces off the hands.
Was on the play by number 9, Jose Velez.
Trying to find himself still in the end zone as it was on the backside. Trying to keep the feet in. Ended up a bit too much. It bounced off the hands and will be 3rd down at the 10. 3rd down and 8. A little empty backfields. Gonzalez. And to his drop, is flushed out of the pocket to his right. Paced down by the pressure toward the line of scrimmage. He's going to tuck it himself, try to fight for the first down. And is brought down.
The ball carrier.
We'll see where they
gain of 4 on the play.
Mark it.
Brings up 4th down for the Falcons.
Well, they'll say just shorts.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
Luckily, they brought it all the way down. For just about 1 yard. Another 4th down. West Franklin's trying to convert. Had one earlier. They bring Hatfield in motion. Gonzalez takes the snap in shotgun. Is unable to evade the pressure as it comes off the edge.
Number 12, Dustin Smith. Number 54, Colton Coswell.
Colton Coswell came streaming off the edge.
First and 10 on the 10-yard line.
And that will turn the ball over on downs. They drive it all the way down. Have the 1 4th down conversion on the drive. We're able to find the seconds. Central Heights will take over at the 9:48 mark on their own 10. Put the quarterback roulette under center. They will hand it off to the back, who bounces off of one and will not get any extra as he's wrapped up around the legs. Not sure what number.
Number 2.
Bounced out. It looked like was probably Racine Velez.
Gain of a couple on the play.
Like about the 1 or 2.
Scott brings up second down.
9-14 and ticking here in the second quarter. 7-0 Central Heights leads. Touchdown from Brycene Velez at the 5:03 mark in the first quarter. I'll put one in the backfield, and the flag will come out.
Flag on the play.
That'll be delay a game.
Delay a game on the Vikings.
And we'll bring them further back towards their own end zone. We're already at about the 10, 11-yard line. We're all the way back to the 6. Pardon me, well, the 2. And ball at the 6. One on the backfield, Roulette in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to either side. Roulette takes the snap, rolls out to his rights, wants the receiver out to the flats, bounces off of 2 tacklers. Like Baker Moore.
To number 7.
Yeah, Baker Moore.
Tackle made on the play, number 11, Chandler Scott.
He had about 4, looked like.
Gain of 7 on the play, brings up third down.
I'll put Roulette back. Under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Split receivers out wide. And off to Velez, who was eaten up in the backfield. Actually, pardon me, it was not Velez. It was our Armani Velez
Bryce Hatfield
on the rush.
Loss of 3 brings up 4th down.
I'll bring it back about 3 yards. And we'll bring up a 4th down. Or the punter will come out. Well, a great response from the West Franklin defense. We'll see their offense with some good field position here. There's still about 7 minutes remaining. After that, let's fumble them in. Velez bouncing out to his left, just trying to fight his way out of the end zone.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Vikings.
Velez was able to get maybe about 6 yards.
And Falcons.
And the Falcons will take over an even better field position. So a muffed snap at Velez, just in a fire drill, trying to save himself from the safety. At about 6, that was all he could get. Handoff goes up the middle. West Franklin trying to punch it into the end zone, fighting, falling. Short.
Number 15, Mike is pulling the ball carrier.
As they'll move it to about the 4.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
They go three backs again. And off again, goes up the middle. He trying to bounce it down to the left. It is met.
Stop the backfield, number 4, Brody Roulette on the tackle.
Before he's able to really get any positive yardage.
Picked up 3rd and goal.
Like Moley on the rush. They'll send 3 receivers out to the right. Keep Moley in the backfields with the receiver out to the left in shotgun. Gonzalez tucks it himself, has eyes for the end zone, dances around a couple of defenders.
6 Gonzalez, ball carrier.
So as Franklin punches one in on the legs of Gonzalez. Gavin Gonzalez rushed for one last week. Adds one to the tally once again. Touchdown, West Franklin. A chance to tie this ball game up. 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. He is up and, well, actually whipped as flags come flying from the back line. We'll see. We're going to get on this, and if it benefits West Franklin. Kicker came up to try to kick and just completely whiffed.
Personal foul, face mask.
So they call the face mask to move it closer. We'll go on Central Heights.
The point after.
And it looks like
half the distance.
They're going to keep the offense out there with them needing about 3 yards. Gonzalez has shown he's good with the feet. Not sure if they might just do it again. Maybe Hatfield understanding it's a good snap and himself. So Hatfield's rushes for 3 yards for the 2-point conversion. And it's 8-0. West Franklin takes the lead. We'll take a break. 6:07 remaining. West Franklin on top. 8-7. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
In addition to auto repairs and maintenance, Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offers a wide variety of new tires in a full range of sizes and brands. And they offer computer balancing, tire rotation, and flat repairs. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook. Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com. Kansas State Bank supports the hometown team because when you visit Kansas State Bank, you're banking with hometown people you know, with convenient drive-through hours, loan officers with decades of experience, and their new digital banking suite. Find out more at mykansasstatebank.com. Member FDIC.
We got a game here, folks. Game of the week is correct. 8-7, West Franklin on top with 6:07 remaining here in the half. Central Heights fallen victim to the penalty. The face mask gave West Franklin a shot to really make it interesting as the kick goes short and busting through all defenses is number 9, Jose Velez, rushing towards the end zone. 10-5 end zone touchdown will take the wind out of the sails for the Falcons as they'll send the offense back out on the fields after the kickoff. Wow, what a change of portions. Velez caught it on the sort of hooch kick up the middle. Don't know if he was really touched as he ran right through the Falcons' defense and into the end zone. Mentioned Velez had some pretty good return numbers last year. Ran for 4 touchdowns and 8 touchdowns in total as he was the quarterback last season. They're going to go for 2 here. Keeping it is Roulette, diving for the end zone. He won't get it, but there's a flag on the far side. We'll see if they just pick it up. Would be a false start anyway. They're going to decline as that was a try that was no good. 13-8, 5:52 remaining. We're taking another break. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
At CarStar Ottawa, we offer comprehensive auto body services from repairing minor dents and dings to restoring your vehicle to pre-accident condition. CarStar Ottawa, 402 North Main Street. Relax, we'll take it from here.
I'm John Newhouse of Newco Concrete. From our first contact with you to the cleanup when we're done, you'll find our staff and crew to be professional, respectful, and reliable. That's the only way we do business at Newco Concrete.
Visit online at newcoconcrete.com.
13-8 hour score here. The Game of the Week. I'm Blake Griffin. You're listening to KOFO. Game of the Week here as Central Heights will send out the kick team after they return one of their own. See if West Franklin has a little bit of magic in the kickoff game. Couple of playmakers out there. Did see one last week, a kickoff return. So with 5:52 remaining in the second quarter, and West Franklin trailing. They will set back and receive the kick. Actually bounces off the hands of the returner. He's still able to recover it, fighting for whatever yards he can. Looks like he's
45
shy of the 20.
Return. Brings the ball out just past the 20 where the Falcons have the football 1st and 10.
I got to mark him just about, looks like sort of 20, maybe 17, 18. They'll mark it 19-5, 52. Or rather, 5:42 remaining. And the West Franklin 19, 5:42 as they trail by 6. Gonzalez wants to keep it here. He's thrown. Great defense on the near side. Creaky was trying to bring it down once again for some big yardage as Dustin Smith, the DB, was there to knock it out of his hands. Gonzalez and Creaky, really some chemistry we've seen so far. Aside from that one pass breakup, I linked up a couple of times. So Gonzalez out of the shotgun again. One back to his right. They'll send 3 receivers down to the left and one to the far side. 5:35, second down and 10. Here in the second quarter, 13-8. Gonzalez rolls to his left. Has a receiver out here if he wants some, but he's unable to get the ball out in time before he's brought down for a loss.
Backfield for a loss. Tackle made on the play, number 20, Ben Teagarden.
Ben Teagarden.
Lost the play, brings up 3rd down. About 16 from ball on the 15-yard line.
So it brings back to the 15-yard line. So a loss of just about 4 or 5.
Timeout, Falcons, their second.
West Franklin will take a timeout with a looming 3rd and long. 5:06 remaining, 13-8. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Once again, fans.
Does experience matter when your vehicle needs repairs? It does at Beanie's Body Shop and Repair in Ottawa. Our mechanics have decades of experience in the business of making sure you and your vehicle are safe on the road. When you need repairs and peace of mind, call 785-242-4082.
Approaching or starting your retirement can be incredibly overwhelming. This is Parker Olmsted with Impact Wealth Planners. Call us to find out more about the Impact Wealth Planners retirement checklist at 785-214-6500 or visit impactwealthplanners.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Investment advice offered through V Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor.
Back here in Pomona, Kansas, on the campus of West Franklin High School. Got a tight one here, 13-8. West Franklin a 3rd and long trying to respond after a kick return from Jose Velez. Made it a 5-point ball game. The Vikings of Central Heights missed the 2-point conversion. So it'll be Gonzalez alone in the shotgun. Airs it out near sideline. The ball goes up, and the flag will most definitely come out.
Last thing is incomplete. Flag on the play.
Intended receiver with Jason Abarca, and he was tackled by the DB before he was ever really able to make a catch.
Pass interference, Central Heights.
So we'll get 15, I believe. And
that's a 15-yard penalty on that first down.
First down.
Falcons have the football.
The Falcons first down after a pass interference calls. A couple of Vikings talking with the back official. Going to have to scramble back to get into position. Empty backfield. Gonzalez in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fires out to the right-hand side. It's caught by Hatfields. Fighting for a couple of yards. He's brought down. Gain of about 5.
Tackle made on the play, number 54, Colton Caldwell. Second down.
We'll bring up second down. West Franklin moving the ball down the field. 4:25 remaining. About the ball with 5:42. And themselves trailing by 5. And a timeout taken by West Franklin, where it looked like they were unable to get the sub off before. So it will be a timeout taken by West Franklin. We'll keep it right here. West Franklin looking to drive down the field. 13-8 our score. 18 remaining here in the second quarter before halftime. We have the Central Heights fans out in front of us, and the West Franklin fans in full force cheering on their team in front of us. Game number 2 of the game of the week, as we'll be having one every week throughout this football season, as both teams will take the field. I'll try to keep you posted with scores as we can around the area. Though we've got Luke Queen on 1220 and 103.7 FM calling the Ottawa High School game as they're up in Baldwin. As both teams retake the field, 3 backs with Gonzalez in the shotgun. Second down, handoff. Actually, Gonzalez will keep it fake. The pitch to his left. He's got some open room. Running towards the sideline, gets a block out in front. Lost the ball, but was able to regain it. And is brought out just as he passes the 40 into Vikings territory.
Tackle made on the play, number 4, Brody Roulette.
They brought a triple option. Gonzalez kept the handoff to the first back, faked the pitch on the option, and kept it himself. Ran all the way into the 37. Big gain on the rush. As they'll keep the same formation, hand it off up the middle. Bouncing, getting a couple, dragging a couple here.
Number 84, Wade Nichols, the ball carrier.
Nichols going off the tight end on the left-hand side. Came across jet sweep style and had some
made on the play. Number 50, Max Christian, brings up second down.
Room up the middle. Nice hold form from the Falcons offensive line. Bring up second and 3 after the rush of 7. I'll keep the 3-back formation out of the shotgun. Gonzalez will hand it off to the first back, and he is dragged down back towards the 37.
11 the ball carrier dropped.
They're going to mark it about the 40. I don't know if we're going to have this here.
Loss in the play. Third down. Ball on the 35.
So a loss of like about 3 or 4 on the rush. So send 3 receivers out to the right, Gonzalez to the back in the backfield, and 1 receiver to his left. Trying to get the line to jump. He's flushed out of the pocket again, and he's rushed heavily. He tries to let it fly. Found it, catch is made on the far side. Looks like that's Wade Nichols, and indeed it is. He has first down yardage and a little bit more as they move down towards the 20, towards the red zone.
Play number 12, Dustin Smith.
We'll bring up first down. Gain of 13. It moves to the 22, 1st and 10. As you get the band congregating in front of us. 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. They put the back in motion, empty backfield. Gonzalez 3 to his right, looks right, fires over the middle. It's volleyball tapped and caught, intercepted. Don't have a number on the interception just yet. I don't know if we're going to get it.
Smith. Central Heights football, 1st and 10.
But a backbreaker as West Franklin was moving the ball down the field. 1:51 remaining, a interception. Ends of the drive, 13-8. Central Heights will take over at the 10-yard line. Their own 10 with 1:51 remaining. I'll go 1 back in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 out to his right. Roulette puts the 1 on the right in motion. Snap is going to be the Jets. We bend around.
Number 11, Reed Compton.
Chandler's, or rather, pardon me. And number 11, Reed Compton. But there is a flag on that far side. We'll see if it stays.
Illegal motion, Central Heights.
It will be illegal motion. So next to the...
That's a 5-yard penalty. Still a first down.
Gain that the Vikings had on the rush. And we'll bring it 5 yards towards their own end zone. They're at the 5. 1st and 15, 1:45 remaining here in the half. The Vikings lead by 5, 13-8. 5's all over. The clock starts. Again, put the receiver in motion. Hand it off up the middle. Immediately stuffed as that hole was open for about a second. Looks like Bryson has got a gain of about 3.
Second down.
Chandler Scott on the tackle. As we'll see, whistles are 4. And he stopped the clock. Looked like a helmet came off, or possibly an injury, it looks like here. Bryson Velez has the helmet off. He's walking towards the sideline. And it looks like Armani Velez is going to take his place, the freshman.
Second down. Ball at the 9-yard line.
Armani Velez already a couple of rushes today. A couple of Velez on this Central Heights team. Second down and 11 at the 9-yard line. 1:08 remaining as the clock starts. Central Heights retakes the field. 2 receivers either side. There's 1 in the backfield. Looks like Velez in the backfield with Roulette. Roulette looking to his right, wants to air it out deep, and will overextend as the receiver, like intended for Ben Teagard, was overthrown by a couple of yards, trying to air it out, and we'll bring it to a 3rd down. 48 seconds remaining for Central Heights to salvage something out of this drive. Sure. 48 seconds remaining. Will be third down and about 11 as the ball is fumbled, jumping down on it.
Play recovered by the Vikings.
Like number
Roulette recovers the ball.
9. We don't have a number 9.
Fourth down.
Can't find any way that tackle, but it will be fourth down.
From the 10-yard line.
Fourth down and 23 seconds remaining. Looks like they might just try to get this as far as they can down before West Franklin gets the play. Velez back there to punts. 2 receivers back for West Franklin. And looks like we're going to see a timeout taken.
Timeout Central Heights.
3.5 seconds remaining. And they're going to take that timeout. We'll stay right here as we're just on the gates of halftime. 13-8. Central Heights on top as they have just put in the end zone twice, once via the offense, once in a kickoff return, a 7-yard return from Velez. As it was Jose Velez who put it in. Racine Velez put it in 15-yard carry in the first quarter. A rush of 6 yards from Gonzalez, Gavin Gonzalez for West Franklin, and a 2-point conversion from Bryce Hatfield of 3 yards. Made it 8-7 before the kickoff return. And the failed 2-point conversion made it 13-8. Close game all the way around as West Franklin just looking to put the final pieces on a couple of drives. Fourth down and long. They're going to send the offense out. Look like they're going to try to run out the clock and then maybe get it to end the half without West Franklin getting a chance to get a playoff. We're in the backfield with a back, rolls out, fires across the middle. A beautiful breakup. Like it was a Barca.
Gavin Piney, the intended receiver.
Gavin Pine, the intended receiver, as that will end the half. 13-8. As we head into halftime, we'll take another break. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Jason Stone King, owner of All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating.
We just started doing plumbing. We actually have a jetter machine that we can do mainline cleanouts where to actually go through and thoroughly clean out that main line. We also do camera inspections on that main line, so if we do find any kind of major issues, we can actually show that to you and give you some options on correcting that problem. So now you can trust All Seasons Air Conditioning not only with your HVAC equipment, but also with your plumbing needs.
Call today, 8888 Airman, keeping you comfortable in all seasons. Ottawa Veterinary Hospital has some simple steps you can take to prevent heat illness in your pets. Provide fresh, clean water every day. Offer a shaded area where your pet can get out of the sun. And never, ever leave your pet in a parked car. For more information or to schedule a checkup, call Ottawa Veterinary Hospital at 785-242-3538.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
We're talking with Ottawa University Chancellor Dr. Bill Tsutsui about the semester ahead and the welcoming sight of the new students on campus.
You know, this is what we are about in education, bringing young people to campus, forming community, beginning that process of education and training for a life of significance.
In addition to a degree, what do you hope students take away from their time at Ottawa University?
I hope they've met people that they never expected to meet, had experiences they never expected to have, and have grown in tremendous ways.
Ottawa University, preparing students for a life of significance. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Welcome back to Pomona, Kansas, on the campus of West Franklin. We got a couple of stats here we can read for you. blessed with a stat man up here in the booth that lets me get a couple of pictures of his statistics on the half. As it looks like West Franklin doing what they need to do, just unable to finish some drives. 12 first downs for West Franklin compared to 9 for Central Heights. Central Heights has rushed for more yards, both with 16 rushes. Central Heights 60 yards on the grounds. West Franklin 41 on the grounds. A couple of passes and the interception. Passing yards 78 for West Franklin and 18 for Central Heights. Central Heights falling behind in the yards per play. West Franklin 4.8 yards per play and 3.7 just for Central Heights. I mentioned that one fourth down conversion for West Franklin as didn't end up coming to fruition, as they ended up not getting the second fourth down conversion on that drive. That ended up stranding them in the red zone. Ended up scoring anyway as Central Heights muffed the punts, gave the ball to 6. They ended up tying the game, or actually taking the lead as it went 8-7. But that was before Velez Jose Velez took the kickoff return 70 yards for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed, and that's where we sit 13-8. On the score so far, as I scramble to find the one paper I completely lost. Yes, touchdowns all on the ground. Central Heights, Brycine Velez, the 15-yarder, the 5:03 mark, as we mentioned, and the 6-yard rush from Gavin Gonzalez in the second quarter, 6:07 mark. And we talked about the Jose Velez kickoff return with 5:52. 13-8 our score. We had a beautiful rendition of, looked like maybe SpongeBob from the band in front of us. Got a couple of games going on around the county, around some of our network, as I know Luke Queen's calling the Ottawa High School game as they are up in Baldwin. Got a big game tomorrow. Will be Ottawa University. The Braves on the road against Bethel. It'll be Bob Johnson on that call. I believe kickoff will be at 5 for a 6 o'clock kick. I'll get that to you in a second as I confirm that. We're going to take another break. When we come back, I'll run through some individual stats and maybe get to some scores from around high school football tonight. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Why pay dealer prices to get your car serviced? The ASE certified technicians at Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offer the same great service, and any applicable factory warranty remains in effect. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
Whether you're tackling an opponent on the field or tackling a weekend project at home, injuries happen. When they do, you'll be glad Advent Health Ottawa's emergency department and board-certified staff is there to help get you back in the game. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Visit adventhealthottawa.com.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 4.42% APY on a 7-month CD or 4.68% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to West Franklin High School here in Pomona, Kansas. Band's still playing. I heard a little Scooby-Doo action out there. It looks like it might be a mashup of sorts out there in the blues. The Falcon fans mentioned a decent crowd on hand. It's a beautiful night here in Kansas. 78 degrees, a little breezy. Might I say a little cold for some people. I know a couple of people in my family would definitely be wearing a sweater or a sweatshirt out here at the 78-degree mark. It's been a lovely week to wrap things up on. This week. It's really gotten its way back into the more manageable degrees, as we don't like those 105 days. It will be packed weekends. I mentioned Bob Johnson with the Bethel game tomorrow for OU. Power of the Past will have that remote. I believe Derek Chappell's going to be out there for us for KOFO. That should be a fun one. Next week will be a fun one as well. We'll be out at the car show in Ottawa doing our show, barring fingers crossed the OU game stays at 1 p.m. That will also be a game to go watch and see. It'll be Ottawa University versus McPherson at home. We'll bring the fans out. A couple of families probably coming out as well. I'll give you some scores around the area. Gary, lovely Gary Bateman back at the station giving me some scores in between breaks so I can keep you updated on what's been going on around the area. Lewisburg 21-12 over Paola. Santa Fe Trail leading Prairie View 28-2. Wellsville was originally up 13-0 on Iola. They have just recently scored. They lead 21-0 over Iola. Same with Anderson County. We're up 24-0 now, 34-0 over Osawatomie, bouncing back after their 42-12 loss over Wellsville. That was game of the week last week. Good to see Anderson County bounce back and get what looks like a big win, maybe in line for this week number 2. And for all UKU fans in the area tuning in to us instead of them, we appreciate it. They are on top of Illinois, the Fighting Illini, 28-7. Speaking of the Illinois Fighting Illini, just announced recently that the Ottawa Braves basketball team, the men's basketball team, will be heading up to Champaign, Iowa, to take on the Fighting Illini. And I believe that's in October. That is a phenomenal opportunity for that team who look to build off of a year last year. They bring back a couple of guys. They bring in a couple of guys along with the women's basketball team who look poised to maybe make a step further. Fell in the semifinal last year of the KCAC tournament. Maybe looking to take a step further, win the conference tournament, or probably outright, as we are about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Band comes off the fields as we await teams to head back on with the other break. You're listening to the game of the week here on KOFO.
In addition to auto repairs and maintenance, Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offers a wide variety of new tires in a full range of sizes and brands. And they offer computer balancing, tire rotation, and flat repairs. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Michael McDaniels, 785-992-0001, extension 2189.
Welcome back to the game of the week. I'm Blake Griffin. 5.5 minutes remaining in here at halftime as we look a couple other scores here and in around the KOFO listening area, as well as us. If you're tuning in from far away, we appreciate you. If you're family tuning in from a long way, we appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube page. Leave us a comment as what you're listening to. We always love to know where everybody's listening to. We know we have the KOFO listening area here in Franklin County and Anderson County and in the surrounding areas. But if you're a family member who has been sent this link, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great game so far, 13-8. West Franklin behind the Vikings of Central Heights. Rushing touchdowns galore. It's been a ground and pound kind of day with a couple of passing displays sprinkled in throughout, as we saw a very big connection on the West Franklin side. It was on that long drive that sort of ended in the red zone, as I can try to find it. It was the 39-yard completion that went to Hunter Creaky off the arm of Gavin Gonzalez. They tried to air out a couple of times. Creaky was hit once. Barker was hit once, as well as he tried to catch it. Was called for pass interference. Was Creaky in the end zone. It bounced off the hands as he was trying to toe the line in the back of the end zone as Central Heights takes the field. A couple of extra scores that we received in the break. Ottawa High School on top of Baldwin, 13-0. Eudora on top of Bonner Springs, 48-0. That is a halftime score. We'll give you some of the individual stats that we have so far. Gavin Gonzalez leading West Franklin on the ground, 7 rushes for 43 yards. Has been hit a couple of times in the backfields and got some negative yardage. So to still be leading the team in rushing is quite the task. Hunter Creaky mentioned the 2 catches for 38 yards. Bryce Hatfield, 2 catches for 27, and Wade Nichols, the 1 catch for 13. Wade Nichols was 7 on the ground as well. Gavin Gonzalez, 5 of 10 through the air for 93 yards. He edges closer to the 100-yard mark through the air. On the other side for Central Heights, Brody Roulette, 2 for 5 through the air for 18 yards. Jose Velez, 1 catch for 12 yards. Baker Moore, 1 catch for 6 yards. Brycene Velez, 7 rushes for 58 yards, leads both teams in terms of rushing. 4 tackles on the West Franklin side leads the way, and 3 for Central Heights leads in tackling. Just about 2 minutes remaining in halftime. We've seen Central Heights take the field, waiting for West Franklin as they begin their stretches. We will be back in just a few, and we'll keep it until halftime starts after that. One last break, and we will be on our way for the second half, 13-8. We will see if West Franklin has anything up their sleeve to score again here in this second half and regain the lead. 5-point game, 13-8. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Since 1899, Gobbert State Service Bank has worked side by side with friends and neighbors to help shape the future of our community. The Gobbert State Service Bank offers a full range of banking services for every need. The Gobbert State Service Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Why pay dealer prices to get your car serviced? The ASE certified technicians at Midwest Auto Center in Wellsville offer the same great service, and any applicable factory warranty remains in effect. Schedule an appointment online at midwest-autocenter.com or visit Midwest Auto Center on Facebook.
Back here in on the campus of West Franklin. And just a minute before the start of the second half.
Let West Franklin do
a little bit of energy back into this crowd. It's a close game all the way around, 42-0 last week. As the Falcons of West Franklin stomped all over Northern Heights. We thought we might see a little bit of the same thing here for Central Heights, who fell to Council Grove. Wasn't a super close game last week for them. And a team that went 3-6 last year. West Franklin, a 5-4 team last year. Lost some parts, as we saw, talked about a little bit in the pregame. Lost a couple of guys with some big yardage, and is looking like they're trying to find their next creator as they put Gonzalez back in the quarterback spot, the junior. As we get a couple of high knees up there, and looks like we might just about be ready to go. 58 yards, we mentioned. Brycene Velez leading everybody in rushing. On the other side, Gavin Gonzalez, 93 yards through the air. Those are going to be 2 guys we're going to circle at halftime. Those are definitely 2 we're going to hold on to and see where they end up at the end of this ball game. I would presume Gonzalez edges out a little bit longer. Maybe pushes his way towards 200 yards through the air. Also leads West Franklin in rushing yards with 43, including the one on the ground for the touchdown. We'll see if we get a passing touchdown. He had 2 last week against Northern Heights, a 10-yard passing touchdown to Hatfields and a 28-yard touchdown in which he aired it out. Had the number here to Frogates. Both teams look poised to get ready to go. West Franklin in the blues, blue tops, blue bottoms, gray stripe on the pants with West Franklin across the chest, white numbers with the blue outline. Central Heights in the whites. Got the Viking on the helmets. Blue numbers on the white, with a couple of blue stripes on the arm. Officials take the fields. Both teams coming off the fields, and it looks like we're about ready for football. It'll be West Franklin balls for the second half as Central Heights wanted the ball first. Took the kickoff in the first half. Looking for some more action as we start to the second half. Will be drive number 5 for West Franklin. Touchdown, punts, interception, and turnover on downs have been all 4. They've ran the gamut, everything but a fumble so far on the bingo card. On the other side, Central Heights with the 4 drives themselves, punt, TD, turnover on downs, and then the one to end the second quarter, which they ran out the clock. As we mark things down, and we look like we're getting ready to rock and roll. Central Heights coming out. We'll see if Velez comes back out. He's a little bit shaken up, and Gidi comes back out. He's shaken up, had the helmet off. Had to go to the sideline to end the first half. But he looks like he might be okay. He's back for kicking duties at the very least. We'll put 2 back for West Franklin. It'll be Frogates and Bowley. It'll be Bowley to take it just in front of the end zone. Looking it up the far sideline. Has some space. Tiptoeing down the sideline. He's pushed out.
Number 45, Damian Fisher.
I'll say
Kickoff to the 33-yard line. First
the 33. Right, it is number 45, number 15. Damian Fisher. Big kickoff return yardage puts the Falcons at the 33. The 11:52 mark. Shotgun. The receivers split out left and right. Gonzalez in the backfield in the shotgun. Hands it off. Oh, fumbled up the middle. Diving on top of it.
Play recovered by the Falcons.
For a loss.
Fumble recovered, number 15, Micus
Boley.
Loss of the yard, brings up second down.
Loses about a yard on the rush. Or fumble recovery, I should say. 13-8. And bring the receiver off of the fields and come out of the huddle. I'll bring a bunch out to the left, almost trip style. One out to the right, and one back with Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for his receiver deep, airs it out on the far sideline.
Pass falls incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete. Frogates was the intended receiver. That's 93 yards for Gavin Gonzalez at the end of the first half. Really trying to tack it on that one play. So we'll bring up third down and about 11. We frog it off the field as they come out of the huddle at the 33. 3rd and 11. Same formation with one back. Gonzalez rolls out to his left, fighting some pressure, dances around one tackler, airs it out deep, has the receiver downfield. Did he make the catch and stay in back? They'll say yes, he did. Wade Nichols.
Play first down.
Oh, looks like they're bringing the ball back here. So, incomplete, it looked like, I guess.
Incomplete pass.
Didn't see a motion from the official. They'll bring up 4th down. And West Franklin looks like they're going to punt this one. 4th and 10. 10:50 remaining here in the 3rd. As West Franklin just maybe about a toe away from keeping the drive alive. The punt is end over end towards the returner, who is just able to get to about the 40.
Punt returned. Number 7, Baker Moore.
Baker Moore on the punt return.
Football, 1st and 10.
We got 1st and 10 of the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
10:50 remaining. 10:40, 13-8. Central Heights on top. Central Heights on their own 40. As they begin their 5th drive of the ball game. Drive number 4 was just about with 1:50 left. They just tried to kill the time to get to halftime. Handoff goes up the middle. Immediately met by some blue shirts and stuffed down. We'll see who was on the rush. It was Brycene Velez. Looks like a loss of about half a yard. We'll keep it at about 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Vikings.
Send one receiver out to the right. The only receiver they're going to have in the I formation. With receivers out either side. Let's under center. It's a snap. Hands it off up the middle. Fighting for a couple of yards.
Number 2, Bryson Velez.
Like Brycene Velez once again. Gains himself about 5. Bring up 2nd down. Or probably 3rd down at about 5. $9:30 remaining. Central Heights trying to keep the drive alive. West Franklin trying to end the drive before it starts as they trail by 5. I formation once again. Roulette under center. Velez, Brycene Velez, the tailback. It's like Jose Velez, the lead back. It's Roulette to pass. Pass is almost intercepted. A great breakup.
Number 7, Baker Moore, the intended receiver.
Hayden Creaky.
On the play, number 1, Hunter Creaky.
Hunter Creaky got there as the ball got there for, it looked like Gage Peen. We're going 4th down and about 5. Seen a couple of great defensive plays either side. Some well-timed disruptions as Thunder Heights will keep the offense out. So they go high formation again. Brycene Velez, the tailback, Jose Velez, the fullback. Roulette under center. Receivers out either side. Roulette's going to keep it and try to throw. He has Velez. It's through his hands. Incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. Falcons take the football. 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line. It'll go turnover on downs.
Falcon fans, if you're going to the car show in Ottawa September 15th and 17th, be sure to check out the food truck Queen Pins. Owned and operated by Jessica and Vincent Perez. delicious Mexican food and getting their down loaded
enemy territory. Gonzalez, one back, two receivers out to the left. Out of the shotgun, pump fakes. Left one fly, Hackett wide open. Makes the catch, stumbling, keeps his balance. He's still on his feet, still driving down. Brought down around the 10.
Bryce Hatfield. 35-yard again in the play. Good for a Falcon first down. First ball at the 10-yard line.
So a 35-yard gain on the pass. Second longest pass today. So it'll be Gonzalez out of the backfield once again. Bowie behind him. Split receivers either side. Has the handoff up the middle. Bounces. Bowie fighting for the end zones. Gets a big push from his offensive line.
For the ball carrier.
Yeah, about 6.
On the play, brings the ball inside the 5-yard line. Second down and 4 for the Falcons.
Second down and 4. 8 minutes remaining. West Franklin trying to punch it into the end zone. Regained the lead. Single receiver either side, one of the back out of the shotgun. Gonzalez is going to keep it himself. Bounces off one tackler, fighting for the end zone.
Gonzalez, the ball carrier.
Higher up. And about the 2-3.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Falcons.
That'll be a fumble. It will be recovered
tackle
by West Franklin.
Third down.
Like he might have gained about 1. And a very important third down for both teams. Central Heights had a very important kickoff. And an interception down here on the goal line. I stopped the West Franklin drive in the first half. West Franklin trying to put it in. Gonzalez out of the shotgun, fires it over the middle. In the end zone, touchdown, Franklin. The Falcons put it on the arm of Gonzalez, goes to Franklin's, who had a receiving touchdown last week. First passing touchdown, and West Franklin retakes the lead. It's a 1-point lead at the time. We're trying it again to kick. Kick is up, and it is good for 7. 15-13 with 6:58 remaining. You're listening to the Game of the Week here on KOFO.
Olivia from Washington. Laid off and trying to keep our little kids from realizing that Mommy and Daddy haven't eaten in a while.
Roger from California. I'm grateful we could afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Donna from Louisiana. The storm just hit, and we went from donating to the food bank to needing it.
Keisha from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
So with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter, West Franklin regains the lead 15-13. Did not have the lead for very long the last time they had it, as the kickoff was returned for about 70 yards. The ball is stopped at the 25. A little squib kick that just rolls away with the 25-26. Just had to jump right on it, did the Vikings, and they'll take it over with 6:57 remaining. 15-13. It's a great week to come out here for the Game of the Week. Game is going back and forth. No signs of letting up. The Lights will take over at their own 26. Shotgun, one of the backfield. They flip it to the back. That's right, gain a couple of yards. Probably gets about. They might give him 4 here.
Bryson Velez, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the play. Tackle by number 13, Hatfield.
Second by Hatfields.
Ball to 29.
And about 3. Keep it at 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Velez mentioned leading the way at halftime for all rushers. Had himself 58 yards. Shotgun again, with quick receivers out to the left. Roulette's going to keep it himself a quarterback run. He's immediately met by a couple of blue jerseys.
A yard on the play.
Maybe a yard.
Wade Nichols.
Wade Nichols on the tackle. Big second down. I'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and a big one for West Franklin. Would love to get a big stop after their touchdown. To the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. We're going to try to throw the ball. He goes over the middle. Nothing doing. Frogate is there. As the flag is on the near side.
Receiver. Flag on the play.
Coach Zabel as maybe the intended receiver, as there's a flag here on the near side. Illegal formation.
Eligible man
downfield. So they will gladly decline it and bring up 4th down. The punt team's on here for Central Heights. They got for it a couple of times throughout this ball game. Oh for 1 on 4th down conversions is Central Heights. 5:24 remaining, 15-13 it is a punt. A short one will not be fielded. It just takes a couple of hops
by the Vikings.
By Marco in it. Drop right in front of him and called dead at about the 43 as the punt comes out and ends the drive. $15-13, 5:17 remaining. It'll be West Franklin ball at their own 43, the 5:17 mark. Handoff goes up the middle. Bouncing off, still on his feet. Fighting for 1st down yardage. He'll find it. Mike is Foley.
8 of 10 on the play. Good for his down. Tackle
just kept chugging the feet.
Falcon football at the 49.
They bring it to the 49. And West Franklin rolling here the last couple of drives. A big couple of drives. See if they go over the top again. Gonzalez fakes the handoff. Hebert himself pulls it out and will fall forward. He's just about 1st down yardage. I say about 8.
Tackle on the play, number 4, Cody Roulette. Number 51, Max Christian.
Cody Roulette on the tackle.
Brings up
playing both ways to a football here in the Central Heights system. 2 backs with Gonzalez out of the shotgun. 2nd down. They hand it up the middle. Nichols is rung.
Number 13, Hatfield.
We'll see if they give him the first down here. He
Short gain on
got
the play.
about a yard and maybe a half.
Number 71, Cade Newell.
They will call it third and short.
Third down and short. Ball to 36.
Wouldn't be surprised if they run this one again. Nichols a big body. Hatfield and can't see who else in the backfield. One receiver out either side. Gonzalez in the backfield takes the snap, hands it off of the middle. It is the unnamed back.
Boy, the ball carrier.
And it will be
Plays good for a Falcon. First down.
Lowly, who gets the first down yardage. And about 2 up to the 35.
Ball to 35.
And a big first down. 15, 13, 3:25 remaining here in the third quarter. West Franklin on top. Split receivers either side. Gonzalez landed off the bully again. He wants the outside. Cuts back up the field and will fall forward just shy of the 30. We'll take down the 3-minute mark.
Brings up second down. Ball to 31.
Got a couple of updates as well on scores. Wellsville 29-0 over Iola. Lewisburg in a close one with Paola 21-20. As it'll be Boley and Gonzalez out of the backfield. They hand it off to Nichols on the jet sweep. And he gets towards the first down marker with a Falcon down. They're going to move the chains.
First down. Timeout on the field.
I take the timeout here. We're going to do a quick timeout as they tend to the injured Falcon. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Back here as they tend to the injured Falcon. We got a couple of scores on the updates. Wellsville with a touchdown, leading that game 35-0 over Iola. Anderson County continuing to put it on Osawatomie 41-0. And they still got player down on the field. All prayers to the young man on the field. It is a 15-13 ball game, 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter. As it's gone back and forth, West Franklin has been driving as they sit at the 25-yard line in the Vikings territory. And roll the Falcon over onto his back. Mentioned a nice night. We dropped it down 1 degree, 77 degrees. As they are still tending to the player. It looks like they're about to help him up, and they do. It was number 72, Trent Horton, a 6'4" senior on that offensive line for West Franklin. Able to come off on his own power, always good to see. I hope he's okay and able to return to this ball game as he heads to the sideline. First down at the 25 for the Falcons of West Franklin. Vikings get a much-needed rest as some new life, some new wind in the sails for this Falcons offense. They've been running it down the throats of this Vikings defense on this drive. It started at the 43, down to the their own 43. They're down to the 25. They go Three in the backfield with Gonzalez in the shotgun. So 4 in the backfield, split receivers either side. They hand it off up the middle. Bouncing, trucks one, fighting for the end zone, and we brought up short. Chandler Scott, the sophomore, making his presence known. They bring it down first and goal.
Inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I believe that might be not the first time I've called his name tonight. With a 16-yard rush down to the 9, first and goal. They again go 3 in the backfields. Take the handoff. Gonzalez fakes the.
Gonzalez got to the backfield.
Faked the pitch and was taken down in the backfield for a loss. A flag flying from the back. And it will be holding as well.
Holding was Franklin.
Now they're going to decline it as they might have gotten more.
Brings up second down and goal
on the
15-yard line
tackle than they did on anything else. And they move back to the 15. Loss of 6. So second goal at the 15. Gonzalez with 1 in the backfield. 3 receivers out to the left. Pump fakes. It's pushed out of the pocket. Still looking. Still trying to fight. Still trying to create. And is brought down again for about a loss. He's sitting on the 20-yard line now.
Tackle made on the play, number 54, Colton Caswell.
They like to see Gonzalez just get rid of that at that point. Know that you've got about 6 or 7 white jerseys in your face.
Goal from the 20.
A long third down, 3rd and goal from the 20-yard line. Empty backfield with Gonzalez 4 out to his right and 1 receiver to his left. Gonzalez immediately rushed off the edge. Pass goes floating towards Creaky, his intended receiver, who was in double coverage. He wanted the pylon and didn't get it.
Brings up 4th down for the Falcons. Pass defended by number 12, Dustin Smith.
And it will be a kickoff or a field goal attempt. The kick is up. It's got some distance. And it's through the upper pitch. Pregame puts it in. Number 20-yard line. They got about 37. And we'll move it to a 5-point game. 18-13. We'll keep it here. Actually, we'll send it right back to the station. 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening to the game of the week. You're on KOFO.
Are you a know-it-all, a smarty pants?
Oh, a wise guy, huh?
And just want the opportunity to show off all that knowledge?
You'll get your chance, smart guy.
Well, we're giving you that chance with KOFO and Primetime Grill Trivia Night every first and third Wednesday of the month. Only at Primetime Grill. We start at 7 o'clock with questions, music, and visual clues for you and your team to answer.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Enjoy all your favorites from the Primetime Grill menu and bar on Trivia Night every first and third Wednesday. It's free, and you could win prizes from Primetime Grill and KOFO.
So a field goal makes it 18-13, 5-point ball game as West Franklin took just about 4 or 5 minutes off that clock. They started at the 5:17 mark. Kickoff is down the left side of the field. Will one hop its way out of bounds. Flag comes out.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
So with about a minute left here in the third, Central Heights will look for some points once again. Haven't scored since the kickoff return at the 5:52 mark in the
Kickoff out of bounds. By rule of ball, we start
second quarter.
Vikings football, 1st and 10.
It'll be at their own 35, 50.4. And it'll trickle into the fourth. High formation once again. Roulette's under center, split receivers either side. Hands it off in the middle for Les. Ball forward for a gain of about 6.
Ball carrier, gain of 6 in the play. Tackle by number 13, Hatfield.
Shot down by Hatfield.
Ball to 40.
He's up 2nd down. $20 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. High formation once again. Velez bounces off of one tackler, has some first down yardage, falls forward just shy of the 50 with about 1 second, 1.9 remaining.
10 on the play. Good for Vikings first down. Tackle man on the play, number 11, Chandler Scott. That's into the 3rd quarter with your score. Falcons 18, Vikings 13.
So at the end of the quarter, we'll take a break. 18-13, West Franklin on top, going down to the wire. 1 quarter to rule them all. You're listening to the Game of the Week here on KOFO.
Secretary of the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services, Laura Howard, invites you to raise awareness for Elder Abuse Awareness Month this June. Speak up for the millions of older adults and people with disabilities who experience abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation every year who can't or won't speak for themselves. If you or an elderly person you know is being abused, contact the Kansas Adult Protective Services Hotline at 1-800-922-5330. Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and aired in cooperation with this station.
If you get your local news from a social media group, can you really trust the source?
My best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows this kid is going.
KOFO brings you 19 local newscasts every weekday and 16 more on the weekend to keep you informed. When you need to know, trust KOFO, your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas on 1220 and 103.7 FM.
18-13, you can look to get this 4th quarter underway. Couple of score updates. Linden 62, Harrington nothing. That game is going final. Lewisburg Paola game that we're keeping a close eye on. It's a close game. Lewisburg has scored a touchdown at 28-20. So it'll be Central Heights ball at the 50. They go I formation once again, what they've had success with so far on this drive. Well, as 2 rushes for about 14 so far. His stumble on the handoff. He's able to get out of it, bounces out towards the far sideline. That's something out of nothing, my goodness. Armandi Velez and Roulettes were holding on for dear life as a couple of Falcons came screaming up the middle.
3-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, he did. Nope, he didn't hit it.
Brings up 2nd down for Central Heights.
Bring up 2nd down and
47.
8 with the 7 at the 47. Move it into West Franklin territory. 2 on either side with one of the backfield for Roulettes. Running back on his left hip as
flag on the play.
There'll be a flag. Looks like they're going to call a false start on the receiver on this near side.
False start, Central Heights.
And that'll move them back.
Still 2nd down.
We've seen penalties be absolutely crucial for both sides so far in this ball game.
1 by 1, 2 by 1.
Bring out 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the backfields. For Roulette on his right hip. Roulette drops back to pass. That's a fly over the middle. It's caught. Cutting towards this near sideline is finally brought down. Looked like a freaky. Baker Moore from
the play. Tackle made number
47 to just about the 30. That's where they needed to go. It's,
official timeout.
they're going to bring out the chains here, looks like.
Timeout for measurement.
It didn't look like there was much needed. It's pretty cut and dry, but they will bring out the chains. And it looks like they're going to be short.
Short by
Yeah.
inches. Third down.
So from 47 to the 30, a 13-yard pass is not enough. As we bring up an important third down. 10:37 on the fourth, 18-13, Central Heights with the football. They trail by 5 to West Franklin. Third and inches. High formation roulettes under center. And they hand it off. It's a ball is loose. It's on the pile. Franklin will take over. The Falcons get the stop and more as a fumble on third down and inches turns the ball over. Not sure who the ball carrier was. Ended up with that fumble. But either way, we'll turn the ball over for West Franklin, who will take over at the 39. Handoff goes up the middle, fighting for a couple of yards. 3-4 from Bowley.
And 5 on the play brings up second down. Ball at the 44-yard line.
First down
Tackle made on
down
the
play
for
is
22
a
running
rush. So they go from the 39 to the 44. A rush of 5 from Bowley. It took under 10 minutes. 9:42. 18-13. You're just tuning in. It's been a heck of a ball game between these two teams. West Franklin trying to end this out. It's an option play. Gonzalez left-handed pitch goes to his rusher to Bowley, who gets just about 2 or 3.
Tackle made on the play. 20 Ben Teagarden. Brings up
Ben
third
Teagarden
down.
is there to
Ball
make
45.
a very crucial third down. Third down conversions on both ways. They bring 3 on the backfields. Gonzalez hands the ball off. Looks like Nichols. Nichols fighting for first down yardage. He's got it in a little bit more.
Number 84, late pitches, the ball carrier. Fumble on the. So back into the play. It's good for a Falcon. First down.
And we're all the way to the 48.
Ball to 48.
First down to the 48. First and 10. 8:37 remaining between West Franklin and back-to-back victories. 3 in the backfield. Gonzalez hands it off. Chopping his feet says the running back Bowley again falling forward for some positive yards.
Tackle made number 17, Chase Bone.
Got to be averaging some serious yards per carry as we have an injury on the field. Looks like he's going to be able to come off on his own. 2 feet. Lawson McGurk just sort of limping, maybe rolled an ankle on the play. But we'll give both teams a time to rest. 8:16 remaining. 18-13 is the score. West Franklin driving. Be second down and 6. They've gone on the ground throughout the second half, it seems. Throw the ball a couple of times for some big yardage. 1 for the touchdown and 1 to Hatfield for 35 yards. Back in the third. They mixed it up. Go 2 in the backfield. Receivers either way. Foley goes in motion. Handoff goes up the middle.
13 Hatfield. Short gain on the play.
Gain of maybe about
Tackle man number 7 more.
2. And makes it 3rd and 3.
Ball to 42.
They're in Central Heights territory at the 43. 7:40 remaining. They go 4 in the backfield. Gonzalez and 3 running backs. Snap is not sure what Gonzalez thought he was doing, but he's able to make some of them enough, and he falls forward.
Tackle man
Going to be close for that first down, and they're going to call it 4th down.
Hey, time out. We got a lineman out, Walker. Oh, thanks.
So 4th and 1 after the rush. 7:15 and a timeout called by West Franklin. Didn't sound like they had the right personnel out there.
First, they have 2 remaining.
So the 7:16 mark, West Franklin take the timeout. They lead 18-13. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KOFO.
Each year, more than 3.5 million older adults are victims of financial exploitation in the U.S. Many are afraid to report it, but taking action prevents additional victims. Here's what you can do. Stop. Don't interact with the scammers. Verify the source with a trusted person and report it right away if you think you've been scammed. Call 1-800-922-5330 to report. Sponsored by the state of Kansas and aired in cooperation with the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
After the West Franklin timeout, it'll be a big 4th down. They've turned the ball over on downs once in this ball game. Came all the way down in the red zone on the left side of the field back in the first half. 4th quarter action here in the Game of the Week. It's been everything has been built up to be these two teams. Every time they meet, seems like it goes down to the wire. Gonzalez empty backfields. Looks like they'll bring Hatfields under center. Pushes forward. They've done that a couple of times tonight, and it's worked a treat.
Number 13, Hatfield, ball carrier. 2-yard gain on the play is good for first down.
2 for the first down, and keeps the drive alive. More importantly, with the clock ticking down, we tick down to the 7-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. West Franklin holding on to a 5-point lead. Any points here are good points. Put them up by, at the very least, 8. Touchdown and 2-point conversion as the handoff goes up the middle. And he's immediately stuffed. They will give him a gain of about 1.5.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down. Ball to 36.
With the ball to the 36. So after the gain of 1, we'll bring up 2nd down at the 36. A drive that started at the 10-minute mark. They've filled about 4 minutes already. Gonzalez spins out to his right. Keeps it himself, reaching. He's late. He's down in a heap. Hopefully he's okay, but he took a shot as he was out of bounds. He is up. He hits the helmet a couple of times and shakes it off. It was out of bounds, and the Vikings defender came screaming for that big hit. Officials discussing here on the near sideline. So will be illegal helmet contact.
Foul. Illegal contact to the head, Central Heights. That's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. Automatic first down.
So I'll move it down there after the run. That'll bring a first down. We'll see where they spun it. It goes all the way towards the end zone and into the red zone. At about the 15. Alex.
On the 14-yard line.
Probably maybe the 10. He always rolls out to his left, floats one into the end zone. It's broken up in the end zone. Watch, pardon me, caught. I thought I saw something go out of the hands.
14-yard in the play. Touchdown.
So Turkey on the 10-yard reception. Touchdown again in the air. Second passing touchdown from Gavin Gonzalez. Founds Pregame on the first one now finds Kirky at the 6:05 mark. A 4-minute possession. The Pregame out for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is right into the back of the center. With an 11-point lead for West Franklin. 6:05 remaining. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Game of the Week here from West Franklin on KOFO.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children, you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or a rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Welcome back after a touchdown. The second passing touchdown for Gavin Gonzalez tonight's matches his total from last week. Had 2 touchdowns in the air and 1 on the ground. Has exactly that here in week number 2. It is West Franklin 24, Central Heights 13. That's right. I'm marking it down here in the book. 6-1 for 10 yards. The entire possession goes 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And the PAT no good. Kick is up and it goes back towards about the 25. It's fielded, hit out of bounds at around the 30.
Kickoff return number 12, Dustin Smith.
Will bring Central Heights back out in a big deficits on our other station, 1220 103.7 FM, Ottawa High School, on top of Baldwin, now 20-0. That is going to be called by Luke Queen. That is on the airwaves. We are on YouTube. We took down to the 6-minute mark as Central Heights will take over at their own 31. 3 receivers in total. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the backfields. Roulette's out of the shotgun. He puts 1 in the motion. Jet sweep will be cut up the fields. Still fighting. Gets it maybe about a yard. Baker Moore on the jet sweep.
Tackle in the play, number 13. Hatfield, number 2, Abarca.
And for all you KU fans, KU on top of Illinois 34-7. So a rush of, fly in the face of about 2 2nd and 8. I formation, 5:15. Central Heights might be forced to air the ball out a little bit here as they trail by 2 scores. 5-10, snap is handoff up the middle, bounce out towards the far sideline, and it looks like a little bit of yellow on the fields. Some laundry.
Tackle made, number 3, Froggatt.
It looks like maybe a face mask, and that penalty will hurt West Franklin.
Face mask, West Franklin, just a 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So moves them up, second down and 1. It took under 5 minutes, 24-13. West Franklin on top of Central Heights. 2 in the backfields. Roulette pitches, and the back is stopped in the backfield. No gain. Froggatt on the tackle, getting it done both sides of the field. The rusher was Racine Velez, who, if anything, lost one. We're going to a big third down. Central Heights needing positive yardage, have had a fumble and a punt, as well as a turnover on downs on their 3 drives on this half. West Franklin have really put it together offensively to climb on top. 4 minutes remaining in the fourth. Roulette drops back to pass. Froggatt on the outside. Roulette gets rid of it, but will bounce off the hands of his receiver. Velez asking for some help from the official, but a greatly timed bit of defense from the Falcons DB will cause a fourth down and about 3. Froggatt was screaming off that edge, got past the defensive end. Don't even know if he was touched. Roulette saw him coming. His eyes got wide and had to get rid of it quickly. Lucky even saw him. Froggatt was coming off the blind side. 3:54 remaining. Fourth down and 3. With Central Heights trailing by 11. Roulette rolls out to his right. Fires back across. Jose Velez is there for the catch and is brought down just shy of the 45.
Jose Velez.
So a gain of about 15, 14-ish.
It's good for Vikings first down. Central Heights football, 1st and 10 at the 46.
So fourth down conversion, a big one for Central Heights. Still trailing by 11, 3:25 remaining. They're taking their time out of the huddle. They got to go. Still have all 3 of their timeouts. Have not used one yet. Good receivers either side. Roulette's back to pass, fires. That's going to be a flag.
Pass falls incomplete.
Falcons defender got there way too early. Mistimed his tackle to the intended receiver, and that's going to tack on some yards. 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, as they will count out
pass interference, West Franklin.
The yardage. Will continue to be first down.
That's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Vikings football, 1st and 10 to the 31.
So up to the 31-yard line. 3:09 remaining as they march into Falcons territory. 2 receivers to the side. Roulette lets it air out. It is caught.
Pass complete.
Shy of the 20.
Dustin Smith.
Catch made by Dustin Smith. Gave it about, looks like 9.
9-yard gain on the play. Tackle made number 100, Creaky. Second down.
Their second down and 1. It took under 3 minutes, 2:50 remaining. 2 receivers either side. Roulette rolls out to his right. Irons it out for the end zone. It's off the hands of, looked like Royce Ulrich.
Number 7, Baker Moore.
Number 7, Baker Moore. Got a hand on it. He was wide open in the end zone. But Roulette was just unable to get the ball to him. Third down and 1. 2:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Central Heights needing this touchdown and needing the ball back. They trail by 11. Got to go for 2. So open it up for a kick, though Central Heights has not kicked, I believe, a PAT yet. So I'm not sure if they even have a kicker that they trust. Roulette rolling to his right, wants to find the end zone, and ball is up, and it's intercepted. It's in the hands. Rice Hatfield, the hero on defense, picks it off.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And it will be West Franklin ball at the 15 with 2:37 remaining. West Franklin offense better than quickly. As the handoff goes pushing up the far sideline, Flacco's flying in.
Ball carrier, 19-yard gain on the play. There is a flag.
Foley getting it done, finally finding the outside edge and getting some real big yardage on the ground. It's been chunk gains here and there. We've seen big pass plays. I haven't really seen anything 10, 15 yards in the run game. And finally, we see something real well for bowling. So we have face mask, tack it on.
That's 15 yards from the end of the play. Automatic 1st down.
So we move it to
Talking about the football, 1st and 10.
We're about the 50 here.
47-yard line.
47-yard line is where they'll take it. $2.29. 3 in the backfield. Gonzalez going to hand it off.
Number 11.
Loss of about 2.
Stop for a loss in the play.
And Chandler Scott, number 11.
Number 71. Caden Newell and 72. Lawson McGurk.
Clock still runs 2 minutes 10. We're going to be under 2 minutes by the time this play gets off. West Franklin looking for back-to-back wins. An imposing 42-0 win last week against Northern Heights, looking for a close win here against Central Heights. The 11-point victory in which they caught fire in the second half. Gonzalez 2 in the backfields. 1 receiver either side. Flag will come flying in from the back. Ball starts on an offensive line. It'll move them back.
Final play, false start, West Franklin, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down. 2nd down and 17. The 45.
2nd and 17. We're all the way back at the 45. Gonzalez hands it off to Nichols. Nichols using the big bounty to roll through a couple of defenders and a couple of yards. Gain of about 4. And a timeout taken by Central Heights.
Timeout, Central Heights.
So we will keep it here.
They have 2 remaining.
They take their first timeouts. 1 minute 32 remaining. We'll probably see Central Heights take all 3 of their timeouts down the stretch here as West Franklin just looks to hold on. Ahead by 11. Have really turned on the jets in the second half. 2 passing touchdowns for Gavin Gonzalez. A 3-yard passing touchdown to Froggates in the 3rd quarter. A field goal from Froggate from 20 yards out, the 52nd mark in that 3rd quarter. And then a 10-yard pass to Hunter Creaky at the, I believe, was 6:05 mark in this quarter. 24-13. If there's any indication of what we're going to see next week, we'll be back here for the game of the week next week. Three backs in the backfield with Gonzalez back there as well. Single receiver either side. Gonzalez trying to draw the defense off. 1:32 remaining. Hand it off up the middle. Stiff arm from Boley, trying to get himself free, unable to, but is gonna get a gain of about 5. On third down, the timeout be taken at the 1:21 mark. And again, Central Heights absolutely needing the touchdown on their last drive. That was intercepted by Bryce Hatfield. And by virtue, kind of put a game to a stop. Going to require a whole lot of work from Central Heights airing out the football, which we have not seen them do so far tonight. Haven't seen them do that in either game throughout the season. A sort of rush offense. A couple of passes here and there for some positive yards. And a big circle, a big stamp on that interception for Bryce Hatfield. Both teams back out of the field, 1:21 remaining. Here in the fourth quarter. We'll send the punt team out for West Franklin. No need for any funny business down the stretch. To pin this one down, Central Heights have to go the whole length of the field. But it'd probably have to be twice. Kick is up. It is a high booming kick towards the sideline. Now at about, I'm going to say, a very favorable mark, 26-yard line. We punt on fourth. As it'll bring the Vikings back out. 1:15 remaining. They trail by 11. 24-13. And their drive starts at their own 27. And at the 1:15 mark in the fourth. Then 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right of Roulette. Puts 1 in motion. Roulette drops back to pass. Wants it deep, slings it. It is caught. Shy of the first down. The clock will keep ticking.
Dustin Smith. Tackle made on the play. Number 1, Hunter Creaky.
They're going to have to clock it or keep it rolling. We're under 1:50 remaining. Roulette rolling to his right. Wants it out. There's 3 defenders down there. It is off of almost all 3 of them as the flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
Looks like a most. They got 3 defenders down there. All of them looked like they were backpedaling to get the football, but it's all official discretion down there, whether or not you are giving a little too much action to the receiver. Oh, they call it targeting. So not pass interference. It was the hits that was the problem. And the receiver is still down on that far side.
Here's West Franklin.
That is a dangerous action. As Central Heights gonna get up here. So they might actually either A, get a timeout, or B, get going here. Looks like number 7, Baker Moore, he's sitting up on that far sideline. So at the very least is looking okay. 41 and a half seconds left here in the fourth. All right, first down inside Falcons territory. About 47-yard line. One on the backfield, three receivers out to the right, one to the left. Roletz rolls to his right, wants to air it out long. It's fouled regular hands from the West Franklin defender. Running down the near sideline, he's taken down at about the 30. Damian Fisher with the interception.
Falcons have the football, 1st and 10.
Second interception of the game thrown by Roletz. Had to force his hand down the stretch, and a couple of miscues. That's the third turnover issued by this West Franklin team. One fumble, two interceptions by the defense. 28 and a half seconds. Just going to take victory formation here. I'll let the clock run out. 28 and a half, 24, 13. Should be all speed roads. A very fortunate and favorable loss of yardage there as the clock will run out. West Franklin will head to 2-0 on the year. They'll take on Mission Valley next week. We will have that game here on KOFO for the game of the week next week. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up. You're listening to the game of the week. West Franklin wins 24-13 here on KOFO.
What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution. Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Each year, more than 3.5 million older adults are victims of financial exploitation in the U.S. Many are afraid to report it, but taking action prevents additional victims. Here's what you can do. Stop. Don't interact with the scammers. Verify the source with a trusted person and report it right away if you think you've been scammed. Call 1-800-922-5330 to report. Sponsored by the state of Kansas and aired in cooperation with the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Welcome back. We'll wrap things up here on the game of the week. Blake Griffin for KOFO as West Franklin wins over Central Heights 24-13 in a game where they had to come back in the second half. Took one drive to really get themselves rolling in the second half. They scored on 3 straight drives, a passing touchdown from Gonzalez to Frogate's in the third. A field goal from Frogates in the third, as well as time was expiring in that third quarter, and a 10-yard passing touchdown from Gonzalez to Kirky in the fourth. That gave them the lead that they would not relinquish. The Falcons moved to 2-0. We'll be back here next week as they take on Mission Valley for the game of the week. It's been a fun one, folks. Pleasure being on the broadcast. Once again, having a good time out here for these Game of the Weeks. Hopefully we see a good one next week. West Franklin on top, 24-13. As we wrap things up, this has been Blake Griffin for KOFO. Signing off, saying so long and good night.
We hope you enjoyed our Game of the Week football coverage on KOFO.com. Brought to you by CarStar, Quality Structures, Kansas State Bank, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Nuco Concrete, and by Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Impact Wealth Planners, Ottawa Veterinary Hospital, Sutton's Jewelry, also by